Is Alyssa live right now? I was like, oh. Have you been in that bathroom since I've been lit? They were there. Really? Oh, gosh, you know, coverage.
One night only, no snitch, no tracks like Obi. They tell you at the top that it's lonely. You gon' turn me into the old me. Effortless when I touch down. Dundee don't give a fuck now. Foot down, trust me, it's business. It's all love, got my name on their wish list. I can change your life, let me change your mind and take you out of your zone. First class all night, we taking flights and then we out on the road. I don't need your love. Trust me, I got way too much. Let's not make it personal. We both know it's only for the night. And we both know that Kodak. Take a picture and reload that. I mean what I say, don't pretend. And I live in the moment, don't need no pen. Amen. Let me preach it. We can turn tonight into the weekend. Yeah, let me extend it. It's a 1 out of 10 and I'm trending. Done.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you already showed?
I'm sure.
Oh, I didn't realize you already left.
Can you not?
Okay.
The other one? When you clean it up, you can't remember what it was.
Oh, hi. Oh, it's working. Hi. Oh, wait, maybe I need to. Let's see. If I'm right here, wait, just do this. Okay, can you hear me? Okay. How's the microphone situation going? Can you hear me? Yay. You cooking a pizza? We're not cooking the pizza. No, no pizza. Okay, amazing. Sorry, let me move this. Wait, I need to be more this way. Okay. All right, what's up? Who do we got? Who do we got? North, Max, Jiraxis, Snowy, thank you so much for resubbing. 39 months, let's fucking go. We are cooking. Well, I'm Sabrina Carpenter. So that's exciting. And this is my actual Halloween costume this year. So that's fun and exciting. It's a lot of hair to be cooking, but it's gonna be fine, surely. Today, how am I in relation? No, this is a wig. How am I in relation to the music? Is the music a good level like it was last time? Today we are cooking spicy maple chicken with mashed sweet potatoes and roasted green beans. So, look at that. Perfect. Amazing. All right. Okay, so let's start doing the damn thing. Well, I'm gonna start, you know, I'm gonna chill for just a second. How is everybody else? How are your Halloween costumes together if you're doing Halloween costumes? I finally got all mine in the mail. This is it. I do have platform shoes with hearts on them. No, I want to leave it on just chatting. Thank you for checking. I was gonna wear the platform shoes for the stream, but it makes me like inches taller, and it's already kind of a struggle getting the camera to see like the food and me. So I was like, I'm not gonna wear the boots. I am really thirsty. Okay. We're gonna mash potatoes today, which is my least favorite thing to do. But usually with this stuff, it's not like, usually with the HelloFresh things, it's not that bad. You're embodying the shortness and sweetness. See, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, short and sweet. I mean, I did kind of wear socks that are like, that match, you know, like I matched the socks to the outfit. They're already getting dirty though, and I don't like that because I feel like when you get a white pair of socks dirty, it's just like 07. Like that's it. All right. Let's see what we gotta do. I did this completely last minute, by the way. I did not plan this whatsoever. I was just like, I got all the stuff, I think like 2 nights ago for the costume. And I was like, thinking what I want to do today. I remembered that I wanted to do a cooking stream. And I was like, I'm not going to be able to stream in my costume on Halloween. Or if I am, I'm just streaming like 1 game of League of Legends. So I was like, maybe tonight. Maybe I'll just do it tonight. Snowy, thank you for the lurk. Alright, y'all. Let's see what we gotta prep. This is my favorite part of the HelloFresh stuff every time. Is opening the bag and pouring out all the stuff that's inside. What's up, Cozy? How you doing? Because look at all these individually wrapped, perfectly portioned things. Like, it just makes me so happy to see. And it looks like, whoa, what we got? What are we missing? We're missing stuff. Where is it? Okay, that's that. So we have all these perfectly portioned little things. Today we have maple syrup, fry seasoning. Hi, puppies. Hi, the puppy. Dahlia Malone makes RP beef stew and Sam's baked beans IRL. Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Thank you. I think the costume turned out pretty good. Alright. We got sour cream. It's acidified, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I guess it is what it is. We got 2 potatoes. Split clicks, which I always love to see. Green beans and panko. And I'm gonna need pepper, oil, and some butter. butter. Now requesting a dog stream. I know. Beep, beep. Can you see him? Yes. Yes, they see you. The people can see you. Yes, they can. It is the cutest dog in the world. I will say that about that dog. His name is Jace. All right, let's see what these motherfuckers want me to do. We gotta start the oven, 425. A dog stream would be great, but I don't think we could get him to stay in one place long enough. Have a whole dog stream. Or like even a dog cam. Peel and dice the sweet potatoes. Alright, so we gotta peel these motherfuckers. I had to get one of these peelers for sure, because you see how it's not like some peelers have like they're covered. There's like a little cover, and I don't like that. I want it to just be the peeler, basic, just bada bing bada boom. You know what I'm saying? But I hate peeling stuff, so this is also, I don't think that I've made anything with sweet potatoes. I don't actually even remember. I used to like, when I lived in Brooklyn, I went through a time period where who needs a safety cover? Let me slice that thing. Is that what it's for? Because it didn't make me feel safe. It made me feel angry. You know? It made me feel upset, very unsafe in my emotions. Why am I carving this out like this when I could have just cut it out with a knife? Whatever. But yeah, there was a period when I lived in Brooklyn where I was like, all right, like I'm living on my own. This is like probably the first time I lived on my own, because when I moved, well, I guess not. I guess I had moved out of my parents' house like 3 years before. But I feel like right before I moved, I lived with my boyfriend at the time. So when you live with a partner, you don't really feel like you live alone. And when you live with only roommates, it kind of feels more like you are living alone, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So I was like in Brooklyn. In my brain, this was me really out on my own, even though I'd lived out of my parents' house for years. But anyway, so I went through a little period where I was like, all right, I am poor and I'm an adult now, so I gotta cook things for myself. And I was like, all right, what the fuck am I gonna cook? What do I do? And one of the things that I did one day, because I would go to the grocery store and I would just kind of look around and I'd be like, oh, I don't know, that looks good. I could eat that, like random whatever. I would just be like throwing stuff in my basket, but I'm like, yeah, like produce. Like I was all about the produce section, even though I didn't know how to make any of these things into things that I would actually eat most of the time. Like one time I bought an eggplant, and I'm pretty sure that I just like stared at that eggplant in my fridge for like a month. I was like, I don't know what to do with an egg. Why did I buy an eggplant? You know what I mean? So one of those times though, I was like, I'm gonna make mashed sweet potatoes. And that is exactly what I fucking did. And I had like I had a thing like this big of mashed sweet potatoes. And I was just like, how do I make mashed sweet potatoes? I don't know. This was like before TikTok was invented, actually, which is weird and embarrassing to admit, but TikTok literally didn't even exist. There wasn't like people posting like cooking videos and all that kind of content that we kind of come across nowadays, where I save it into a little folder. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll cook that someday or whatever. Oh, look at this recipe. It's like, I don't know. I don't even know what I was doing. I don't know if I looked up a recipe. I don't know if I just was winging it. I feel like I was just winging it because I mashed these sweet potatoes. I was like, I don't know. I guess I boil them, and I guess then I smash them, and then I guess I put in a fuck ton of butter and maybe some salt. Maybe, I don't know if I even did, and brown sugar. That's absolutely what I did. I enjoyed it, actually. I thought that it tasted pretty good, if I do remember, but I kind of don't remember. I just remember the existence of just an unreasonable amount of mashed sweet potatoes in my fridge. I did not finish them. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Exactly. That's pretty much what I did. I always have such high expectations of how much I'm gonna cook when I'm at the grocery store. I know. When you're at the grocery store, you're all inspired. You're like, oh yeah, look, an artichoke. I'll definitely fucking cook that. And throw one of those in my cart. Oh, what's that? A whole watermelon? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Looks delicious. You know what I mean? And then you get home and you're like, I don't have anything to eat. That's what I do. That's what I do anyway. Thank you. It's my Sabrina Carpenter costume. Modeled after the Short and Sweet tour. Don't know. Artichoke. I guess you can kind of. My roommate actually did this one time, where he put an artichoke in like the oven or something. I don't know what he fucking did. And then there was like dip. There was like a dip that he had, and you like dip the artichoke and you just like on like the edge of it. I don't know. That was pretty good. I don't know how he did that. I feel like it was fairly simple because he doesn't really cook. You dip the leaves. Exactly, which is a fun thing to do. When's the last time you had like an artichoke in general? You know what I mean? Like, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, I would really love to have like some kind of artichoke situation, but from like a nice ass restaurant. You know what I mean? Like some motherfuckers that really know what they're doing. That only on pizza. Ooh, pizza is a great call. But it's like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, okay, here's the thing with restaurants though, right? And I'm speaking as someone who works in the restaurant industry and has for years. When it comes to just restaurants in general, really, but primarily fine dining, and restaurants of that kind of like sphere, everything is like fashion. Like everything is trendy. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we've all got to have a truffle mac and cheese. We've all got to have a, I don't know, what else is trendy? It's like, oh, gotta have a beet salad, which I'm not complaining about because I fucking love beet salads. How do you make it, AJ? Was with my first college girlfriend. She and I made something dipped in the leaves. That's so cute. What else is pop? Kale salad, which I'm also not complaining about. I fucking love a kale salad. I remember I was just working in New York when kale salads became really popular. And I was very young. I was like 20. And I didn't know anything about the world, right? Like zero knowledge of anything. And I remember I was working one night and I had this lady, and I loved our kale salad. Like I ate that thing down. Every day I ate this kale salad with like salmon on top. It was so good. And I had this lady, and she's like, I'm from Los Angeles. And I'm like, okay. She's like, how's your kale salad? And I'm like, it's so fucking good. I didn't say fucking, but I was like, it's really good. It's delicious. And she's like, well, I'm from Los Angeles, and I'll tell you, if it's a good kale salad, it better not be bad. And I'm like, okay, well, like, I don't know what you being from LA has to do with anything, but I like the kale salad that we sell here. I don't know what to tell you, lady. And she didn't like it. She did not like it. She made a point to tell me. She's like, this is actually not a good kale salad. I'm like, okay, well, have a fun trip back to Los Angeles. Jesus, I just work here. You know what I mean? I wonder if, like, people that go out of their way to complain at restaurants, it's like if you weren't personally offended by the quality of your food, like to a level where you're like, I am upset that sounds like something somebody from LA would say. Exactly. Right? I'm like, if it's not a level to where you're like, I can't, but like, you just almost endangered my life with how disgusting that was. It's like, why don't you just not go back to that restaurant and just like, I don't know, like trial and error. It's like, okay, that restaurant fucking sucked and I don't want to go back there. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be like, this kale salad would be so much better if it was in Los Angeles. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get the point. Like, there's plenty of restaurants. Like, me and my ex were really big. I mean, I am a foodie, especially because I work in the industry. I know a lot, right? And like, it's my job to know a lot about food and chefs and shit like that, right? So he was just kind of getting into it. He still had good taste, but like, I specifically remember, man, there was this one restaurant, and I couldn't be honest. I couldn't be honest about what I felt because it was expensive, right? It was very expensive, and it was so not good. And I just like, but he was really enjoying it, so I was just like, yes, delicious. So good. He's like, oh my god, I'm totally coming back here. I'm like, yeah, we're totally coming back here. Because you can't say anything because you don't want to be like, you don't want to tell somebody that the meal they just spent money on was like pretty bad, you know? That's rude. Reserve. Why am I reserving? Reserve a teaspoon of maple syrup for the sweet potatoes, but for, oh, okay. All right, I feel like, okay, hang on. Biggest thing I hate about expensive places, besides the price, are the portion sizes. Yeah, exactly. And it's not supposed to be like that. Like, good places aren't really like that. A teaspoon. Well, fuck. Okay, never mind. I found it. Okay. Oh, I need my skittish. Wash these really fast. All right. Anyway, I don't know. It depends on the place. Like, there's a lot of places in Las Vegas. Okay, in New York City, you don't have to worry about that. You spend a bunch of money on a meal, you're gonna be happy because New York, like, it's not just the place to be for artists or businessmen. New York City is the place to be for anybody, no matter what you do. Except maybe like if you're a farmer, then that's not the place to be for you. When it comes to that, probably not gonna be more successful there than in Omaha. I don't know why I said Omaha instead of like the state of Nebraska, because honestly, you're probably not going to be doing a lot of farming in the major city of Omaha anyway. But okay, so what I'm saying is that in New York, everyone is fucking good at what they do because it attracts people that are really serious about what they do. You can't just half-ass shit and live in New York City and have any amount of success. It just doesn't happen. That's why they say if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. I'm making spicy maple chicken with mashed sweet potatoes and green beans. But yeah, so anyway, in New York, you know, get really high quality food that is like, the portions aren't small. It's actually amazing. And it is, in my experience, the cheapest of any major city to get good fine dining ass food. Like, you can get a fine dining ass meal in New York City for like $150 for a couple. You can pay $150 to $200 and have a like appetizer, meals, dessert, bottle of wine, maybe even some places. And you're looking at $150, $200. You do that in Las Vegas, you're looking at $400. If you get a bottle, probably about $400. And the food's mid. Las Vegas food is fucking mid. Like, there's really good shit because, like, Las Vegas is kind of like, yeah, $150 for drinks alone. Dude, Las Vegas is, like, cool because everything comes to Las Vegas. Like, every artist performs in Las Vegas. Every famous celebrity chef has a restaurant in Las Vegas. Like, for a couple here in Colorado at a nice place to closer to 300, it's not as good in Colorado either. I'm sorry. I bet there's tons of really good places, but as a general overarching statement, stuff in Las Vegas is super expensive and it's not as good. The only place that I have found that is on the level of New York City restaurants is a place called Yellowtail. It's my favorite restaurant that I've ever had in Las Vegas. And I intend to, now that I can afford to eat out again, I intend to actually do expensive restaurants and stuff like I like doing, and see if I can find one that's really good. That's like just as good as Yellowtail, but like, I went to Yellowtail at the beginning of the month and it was like a little bit over $150 a person for me and my friend. So, and it was fucking amazing, delicious, flawless meal, perfect. But yeah, expensive. In New York, that would have cost us like probably $75 each because they weren't even drinking alcohol. I had one glass of wine. They weren't even drinking alcohol. Like, we weren't getting like bottles or anything. Like, it wasn't anything crazy. Pour the remaining into a small bowl. Okay. A small bowl. Maple syrup. I love these recipes. They always turn out so good. Don't give New York too much credit now. Give New York all the credit that it has earned, that it deserves. Los Angeles too. Los Angeles, more expensive than New York, and the food is less good. I'm sorry. There are some very wonderful restaurants in Los Angeles, some very inspired, really good places to eat in Los Angeles. But it's not as good as New York, and it is more expensive. I'm just saying, okay, I'm not saying that nowhere has restaurants as good as New York. I'm just saying that they're more difficult to find. New York is a foodie paradise. Yes, exactly. It really is. It is because it's not as expensive to get crazy foodie meals. It's almost overwhelming, the amount of options. In New York, yeah. Did you know there's a statistic that, like, if you ate at a different restaurant in New York for 3 meals a day, it would take you like 500 years to get through all of them? I think that's counting delis though. Like if you're getting breakfast at a deli. I think they counted delis. Yeah, it's insane. All right. So y'all been using my salt. They've been using my salt. I mean, I don't care because like it's salt, but now I gotta refill it. Ross, what's up? Like, how do I even open this? Oh. How many roommates do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 roommates. But as you can see, probably from the kitchen view, my place is pretty big, so it's not really a big deal. Ah! Okay. Look at that. Look at all that salt. Delicious. I don't know why I reacted that way. But yeah. I don't know. I said what I said. And then I have another thing. This is another thing that I believe. I believe that anything should cost over $400 for a meal for 2 people. There's just no I don't think anything should cost over 3 because here's the thing. Okay. Pinch of salt. Salt. And a spoon. And chili flakes. And it's like, you can add as many chili flakes as you want. And I'm like, bet, so a fun. Listening on Facebook, have you tried vanilla ice cream topped with olive oil and sea salt? I feel like that's been a thing for a while. I'm not sure if I've had it. I feel like I have. I really feel like I have. And also, nothing I love more than some spicy sweet stuff. Spicy maple syrup, spicy honey, fucking delicious. Every time you can throw that my way. Sweet potatoes in a pot with the water, 15 to 20 minutes. Alright, let me fill this bitch up with some water. Spicy girl! I got the chili flakes and some salt in the maple syrup right here. It's delicious. Oh my god.
People love and people hate, and it's okay, cause I know I'll be standing on top anyway. All I do is celebrate, celebrate. I don't care what people say, people say. People love and people hate, and it's okay, cause I know I'll be standing on top anyway.
Alright, we've got 15 to 20 minutes. We can probably be good in about 15, so it is 6:58 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just round that to make it easy at 7:15. We're matching those motherfuckers. That's what's going on. All right, drain and return the sweet potatoes to the pot. Mash with the heat off with this little maple syrup right here. Ooh, okay. And a tablespoon of butter. All right, okay. We're not there yet, but I'm just preparing for when we are. Okay, all right. Ooh, add half the sour cream, a tablespoon of butter. It's gonna be tasty. All right, while the sweet potatoes cook, we need our little bowl. But yeah, okay, so here's the thing, right? I went on one date, one time, with a rich person, and he took me to a really, really, really expensive sushi restaurant in New York. And that bill, I think, was, I feel like it was in between $400 and $500. And I thought to myself when that meal was over, I've had better sushi than that for $150. So I feel like as soon as you get to the $300 mark, you're kind of just being superfluous. Like, you're kind of just saying that to say that at that point. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a steakhouse here that my friend manages, and they have a steak that comes in a briefcase. It's like a jewel encrusted briefcase that they bring you the steak in, and it's $1,000. When you order it, they bring it to you, and it's this like spectacle. It's like this whole thing. It's like, oh my god, look at this rich person. They ordered the $1,000 steak. It's coming in a briefcase. Let's all look at it. And there is no reason for that. There is not. I don't care if that cow was raised by like a loving mother with the specific intention that it was gonna be served with this meal for like 15 years. There's no reason a steak should cost $1,000 other than to say I spent $1,000 on a steak, which is what a lot of people do. Like, I'm telling you guys, I feel like this comes up a lot. That one time I dated a rich guy, and he'd just be like, I don't know, like he just wants to spend money just to spend it, just for fun. I'll never forget that he handed me his card and was like, all right, book the trip for me to book our vacation that we were taking. And I was like, okay, me, a poor person, you know, I booked this trip very reasonably with reasonable prices for things that, you know, a middle-class person could afford. And I will never forget when we went to get on the plane, and he was like, he wasn't mad at all, but he was like, oh, you didn't book us first class? And I was like, what the fuck would I've never even considered the thought of flying first. I've never even hypothesized about, I've never even imagined what flying in first class would be like, let alone book a ticket for it. You know? Best sushi I've ever had was under $50. I think that definitely, Stalker, thank you for the follow. I think that definitely one of the best sushis I've ever had that I loved going back to all the time was about, $150. For like, if you got everything that you wanted, it was going to be like $150 and like 2 drinks, you know what I mean? That was Blue Ribbon Sushi in New York. God, you guys are making me want to fly to New York just to eat places. I miss it so much. Okay, all right, let's make the panko stuff. Okay. Stir in the panko. The fry seasoning. I like where this is going. Love where this is going. Mmm. 1 tablespoon olive oil. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I have olive oil. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck it. We're gonna do this. 1 Hello? Where's the tablespoon? I've got a half. Okay, whatever. I'll just see. This is when knowing math comes in handy, because I'll just do 2 halves. And this is vegetable oil. It's not olive oil, but we live. It's fine. And a big pinch of salt, she says. Okay. That's math. That is math. Thank you.
Take a picture of all my flaws, or you could take a video on your phone.
And I'll use a different spoon because that spoon is sticky. And then, you know, mix it up. Mmm. But yeah. Anyway, back to the conversation that started all of this that we had about 15 minutes ago. Stuff in restaurants gets trendy, and I feel like artichokes haven't been trendy for a really long time. I don't know if they ever were. I don't think they have been since I have been an adult. I just think when I think of artichokes, I think of like, I don't know, like Outback Steakhouse or something. But I don't know, actually, no, I feel like I've had some good artichoke heart things at restaurants, but I feel like it was a long time ago. Okay. Pat the chicken dry with paper towels, season it with salt and pepper. Oh, we're gonna mound this on top. Okay, okay, all right, I see. I see. Okay, okay, so we're gonna do. Let me dry this chicken and pray that it's not bad, because I'm not gonna lie, HelloFresh was sending me some bad chicken. For a few weeks there, I couldn't eat my chicken. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, this chicken doesn't necessarily smell great, but it doesn't smell rotten, so that's where we're at. Alright, now we're gonna cover it in salt and pepper, because that's what they've told us to do. It's almost potato time. Also, okay, so this side's covered with salt and pepper. Oh. I forgot the oil. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. Actually, wait, I'm not gonna wash my hands yet because there's another thing. I'm itched. I really want to wash my hands.
Remember back in the day, what did you promise? What did you promise? Fuck it, I'm gonna get this shit regardless. Losing my mind again.
Okay, okay. Alright, so we are... Wait, was I supposed to separate... Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Half the sour cream. Okay, I'm only supposed to use half the sour cream for this. Where's my sketches? Okay. Half the sour cream. I love when they do this. Putting on top of the chicken. Alright, let me... I'm putting it on top of the chicken. So it's like, this is like half the sour cream. So, like... And then we're gonna This is what makes the panko stick to it. And you're definitely not supposed to do this with your hands, but like, do you think I give a fuck? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I think that like you're supposed to do it with like brushes. Like you're supposed to brush it. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that's a more professional way to do it, but who's a professional here? So we're gonna put this is gonna coat the chicken. More dish, exactly. So, right. Puppy. Okay, what's up? I'm like Adonis. Remember back in the day, what did you promise? What did you promise? Fuck it, I'm gonna get this shit regardless. Losing my mind again, meet me outside again. I got more energy on me than lightning. And on my money, I don't know my height again. Only thing you will be hitting is sirens, gunshots and violence. That's my environment. You won't find me. I'm telling y'all, I love these recipes. They always turn out delicious, like every time. These like baked chicken recipes, they're always fucking good. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands. As long as you don't touch anything and wash your hands, it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Cause yeah, chicken definitely is like really dangerous with the cross-contamination situation for sure. I just realized that like the potatoes weren't actually boiling. I spilled the maple syrup. What am I gonna do? No.
and Rami kinda bugged me, Avi, but I got him round my finger. Marty called me mommy. Ray and Autumn found the trigger, maybe caught a
Y'all didn't see nothing.
Ring up unit,
All right.
make it bigger, or it's not a party.
Okay.
Eric sent me 50. All the boys in the city can't get enough of me.
Yeah, this shit was not boiling.
Free, I'm working hard, milking CG. Bitch, I'm busy making money. Don't you wish that you were me?
Now it's boiling.
And if you're broke, I'm busy. I'm about the money, money. And if you're broke, I'm busy.
What you doing, baby? What you doing, baby?
Oh yeah, those were supposed to be done. Those were supposed to be done by now.
Puppy? Hello.
All those nights in Little Soul, I never wanted it to show.
Those are supposed to be done, and they're not at all. They're still very hard. So I'm for myself on that note.
But now you are my everything. Whoa. there's friction. If it isn't you, then I don't want it for me. If I hit a lick, then would you jump in for me?
Would you jump in for me? Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, while that's getting figured out, puppy wants to taste it. He always wants to taste us. So I stole it.
Just tell me there's a possibility.
All right. Roast the chicken on the middle rack for 8 minutes. Okay.
I will stick by your side always.
Say goodbye to the chicken.
Don't need you to change, 'cause we connect like constellations. All those late night conversations. Call this
Okay.
an
Now what are we doing?
You give
There's some kind of string.
sensation. Oh, if it isn't you, then I
Oh,
don't want it for
like
me. If I hit a lick, would you jump in for me?
while the chicken roasts, trim. What?
We could build a
What?
home in the south side. If it isn't you, then
Hey, baby.
come in a senior. If
Hi, baby. It's not for you. It's not for you.
it's about time,
Have any carrot.
home in the south side.
Every time I cook, and there's carrots involved, Jace gets like carrot trimmings, and it's really adorable. I like throw them at his face, and he's like chomps them in the air. We are making spicy maple chicken with mashed sweet potatoes and green beans, and now it's green bean time. Oh. Alright, I'm be honest, they say to trim the green beans. I don't really be trimming the green beans that much. Just sometimes if they need it. I don't usually need it that bad. Did all that come in the HelloFresh package? Yes, it did. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing HelloFresh ever since the sponsorship. I really like it. It tells me what to do. It gives me detailed instructions. I don't have to think. I just, once a month, at the beginning of the month, I choose all the meals that I'm getting for the rest of the month. And then they come in the mail and it's like, what did I get myself this week? Oh, look at that. What a surprise. And then I click it, then I eat it, and it's all good. Best thing for an ADHD person to have, to be honest. Oh, nice. No. Thank you, Duraxis. Thank you for updating the menu command. Alright, so. Let me think. What's next? Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to look at what time the chicken's been roasting. Fuck. 7, let's call it 7:15. So at 7:23, we're gonna check this chicken out. The shoot from the oven, add the green beans. We're gonna have like 12 to 15 minutes more. And then we're gonna mash these sweet potatoes once they... They seem pretty mashable currently. Improvise it all. No, we're not doing that. Remember what happened? Do you remember what happened last time we did that? It wasn't good. It wasn't good. We made a cream pie. I am wearing a wig. I am. Thank you so much for the 6 months, Jew. Much appreciated. Jew, are you accepted to Wild RP? No? Have you applied? Maybe you should. Maybe you should is all I'm saying. Maybe you should. What's up, Ash? How have you been? Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Oh, am I like off-centered here? Or okay, whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Ash, how are you? What are you being for Halloween? What's everybody being for Halloween? This time it will be different. Yeah, gambler mantra. Yeah. I'm good, chilling, cooking a Sabrina Carpenter right now. What is everybody? If I know I miss you too. I've been in No Pixel lately, but I've been laying low. I pretty much just sell weed for like hours at a time by myself to make money so that I can get a good car while I'm doing other stuff on my phone. This is pretty much what I do. But except for late at night when I start RPing. Then late at night I actually start playing. I have been on Prodigy, but I haven't really been playing much at all, like you guys can see, because I haven't really been streaming, and I usually stream when I'm playing. I really haven't been playing much at all because I've been so busy with, you know, the new website. So it's been a whole thing. I think we're ready to smash these potatoes, dude. I think it's time. How do I do it? Put in the maple syrup. Drain them, put them in the pot. Maple syrup. Half, okay. I'm gonna do it right here. I can't find the bigger pot holder that we have. Damn, where's the... Did you do something with the pot holder? Did you do something with the pot holder?
I got it for Christmas time? Yeah.
This motherfucker be taking essential items out of the kitchen acting like I'm not gonna need them. That's about right. I'm going to be my RP character at night, and during the day with the kiddo, we're Roblox. Nice. Because I think our paths are bound to cross on Prodigy. If you're my crew, every time I've woken up in Prodigy, I tried to wake up in Prodigy for the past week, no one's been around, so I just go sell weed in No Pixel. But I could also be grinding in Prodigy. I don't know, selling weed is just like such a good grind to do when you don't want to think about it. And the Prodigy grind hacks are a little more focused. You just Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I fucking love the people that I play with. Okay, period. Thanks, Ash. So good to see you. Miss you too. I really love the people that I play with in Prodigy. Like a lot. Okay, so we're putting in... Fuck it, I might play Prodigy tonight. I wasn't supposed to keep streaming tonight, but maybe I'll do late night Prodigy. Maple syrup. Maple syrup. Just been in queue. The outfit is fire. Thank you. Can tell I'm Sabrina Carpenter. Just been in queue, like you're in queue right now. I am very fortunate that Ravage is a dear friend of mine, and I do have Prio and Prodigy. So I do not have the problems I would bang my head against a desk if I did. It is not an easy life. I'm so sorry. But I'm sure soon come. Okay, the butter. We need some salt, some pepper. Is it really? It's still that? The queue's still that bad? What's the queue? Like, what's the queue roughly? Number-wise. 76. Right now it's 76? At fucking... Yikes. Really bad. Okay, we're gonna mash it. Okay. Ooh, I just had deja. Ooh, I'm having deja vu right now. Yeah, 76. Yeah, because the Prio people come in and pushes you back. People like me. I'm gonna get off my cooking stream, and I'm gonna go join Prodigy, and I'm gonna kick you back in the fucking queue, dude. Bet she didn't say anything now. No, I fucking love the people that I RP with in Prodigy. Like, it's actually such good RP. I almost prefer it. Okay, here's what I'll say. I prefer the RP in Prodigy because I think that Daphne gets more RP, but I have so many old friends like in NoPixel. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god! Ah! Forgot about the chicken! It's overdue by like 3 minutes. No, I've never even heard of New Era. Fuck. Okay, so they're only supposed to be in there for another 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna take it out, or I'm gonna check the chicken in 8 minutes, which is 7. How many did I say? 8 minutes? So 7:36. These will be good. These are good. I think they could have been boiled a little longer, but it's gonna taste good with the food. What's New Era? Okay. So right now, all we're doing is waiting. normal Tupperware because I made burgers last night, and that's where my big Tupperware that I usually use is. So we're putting it in these two, dividing it between these two smaller Tupperwares today. New Era is at least a year or two old, as good our peers. And they allow ERP. I don't want to be there if they allow ERPing. Bro, no way. The last thing I want to fucking do. Are you kidding me? With how much, like, with how much Daphne, like, flirts and, like, ERPs, like, hell no. Being an actual, like, server that allows ERP, hell no. People are gonna be like vultures. What's up, baby? We're talking about ERP. Could you, like, dude, I would honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I would never play in a server that allowed ERP. That shit is mad cringe. Geo Daphne arc incoming. Oh no. Nah. There's even ERP emotes. Oh, hell no. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a role player, but like, oh my god. I'm sorry. It's like Frontier, but for GTA. That's kind of what I'm assessing, AB. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm hearing right now. Oh my god, dude, no. Somebody in our group, like, shared a video to us in the Discord of, like, some people that got caught ERPing in Frontier, and it is the most, like... Go to Tinder. People aren't ERPing on Tinder. I mean, if you can't get laid in real life, like, I get it. Or maybe that's just something that you're into. But you know that you can pay to sext people on OnlyFans and Fansly. It's not an advertisement, it's just a statement. But you can sext with people if you're seeking that. It's just not for me. I just, like, okay, like people joke all the time about like especially when we would hang out with Curtis, right? Like, oh, Daphne and Curtis ERP. It's not ERP. It's making sexual jokes. Like, I make so many sexual jokes as Daphne, and like, I never shy away from any kind of like sexual talk or anything. But realistically, you guys, the only ERP I've ever done that's like the closest thing to ERP you can possibly, like, I've ever done is literally /me kissing someone. Like, /me kisses him. That's it. That's it. That's all I've ever done. Like, a couple times. Like, not even, like, I could maybe like 2 or 3 times I've done that. That's it. I mean, it's a lot of characters sound really flirty, but there's a difference between flirting and making sexual jokes and actually ERPing. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever actually seen, like, a video of people actually ERPing. It's crazy. And it's part of why I hate that ERP became such, like, a joke, because ERP is not, like, it's not flirting, it's not sexual jokes, it's something completely different. But now people use ERP to even describe like romance RP. It's like, that's not ERP, it's not the same thing. Yeah, like even that is very, like, I don't know. I feel like if I was like streaming and somebody did that to me, I'd be like, you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah. ERP is supposed to mean erotic roleplay. It's not. But now everybody memes it, and they're like, oh, they made a joke about sucking dick. They're ERPing. The characters said that they had sex, like off camera. Like they're ERP. It's not the same thing. AB would know, he's the ERP guy. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna check this chicken because I believe that it's done. I'm gonna put it in there for just one more minute. I feel like there was something about that I didn't like visually. So I'm gonna leave that for like one more minute. I'm obviously fucking with you, AB. No, like one time you guys fucking, I don't know if you guys remember Carmela. She made a joke. Okay, this is what's funny because she makes jokes all the time and like everybody makes jokes about me and Coots ERPing, but our characters haven't been in a relationship for like, I think it's been like 2 years or more since we've actually relationship RP'd, and they never kissed. By the way, we never even like did like a slash me kiss, and I don't think they didn't tell each other they loved each other either until he was dead. And then Daphne was like, I love you, Felix. Because it was dramatic. Because he was dead. You know what I mean? But Kay makes jokes about us ERPing all the time when we don't. And one day she posted an ERP joke about us in the like public Prodigy Red Dead server. And I was like, Kay, you're gonna make people start watching us. Like, we don't actually do that. You can't just say that in the public Discord. People are gonna think a type of way about it. They don't get the joke, brother. What's your take on our peers that kiss that don't make the kissy noises? Ew, no. Why would you do that unless it's comedy? That's so gross. If you're doing that, I expect you to be like Kirk Jerkums or Sheila making those like disgusting comedy kissy voices that they do. What do you mean you don't know the half of it? Don't know the half of what? Yeah, if you're like, maybe I could see maybe if somebody wanted to do like a slash me kiss like that I think would be like fine. But could you imagine like ew, that's so. Okay, making jokes. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I should probably take this chicken out. Brothers and sisters, I almost just lost a piece of chicken. I didn't though. Alright, I'm gonna start setting this stuff up and I'm gonna cook these green beans a little longer though. Yeah, K is like not to be trusted. High key. Make sure it's nice and even. And then we'll put the chicken in there.
Baby, let me take your hand. I'll do everything I can. Show you everything I planned. There's a light that's gonna lead us to the end.
Not for you, baby. It's not for you.
Calling for you. I'm calling for you. Calling for you. Get where you going? I know I left that text on red cause I got hopeless. I need you so bad, girl, and I know it. Everything we done been through, girl, let's keep going. And girl, I need you. Separation keeps on testing my patience.
I love a green bean. We're gonna cook those more. A little bit more. Delicious.
I can hide this shit I feel, ain't no faking. Is this love I feel or am I mistaken? If it ain't, it's a risk I put.
We're gonna cook those for a couple more minutes because I like my vegetables nice and cooked. And then we do the maple syrup. Wow. Wow. I wish I had more. I might add more. Bro, have you ever gone to like a hot chicken place that has like sweet chicken? New York is so good. Where they have, I'm gonna make more of this. Oh. Where they have like the maple syrup and the hot sauce like ready for you to put on. All right, y'all. Time to eat it. Wow. This will last me 2 days. Well, it might last me a little longer because I still have leftovers from yesterday that I have to eat first. So it might last me 3 days. It's really good. Well, I'll show you after I take the green beans out. I'll show you the other plate. There you go. Bite for you. Yeah, this is really good. I love these recipes. And I love spicy chicken. Or like spicy sweet chicken. I want more maple syrup. And Louisiana style hot sauce is the best on stuff like this. 100% of the time. Ooh. Like, it's already spicy from the chili flakes, but oh my god. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm. Oh, now it's just a black. Okay, so good. All right, I think that the green beans will be about done now. Oh, you can't see it anymore. Haha, you can't see the burnt panko. Let me get my... I should have shown you this very like experimental green bean I just ate. It was like a potato chip green bean. It was weird. Here's one. There's another roommate right there. Do you mind if your different foods are touching? No. Okay, so I'm the version of neurodivergent where I choose carefully every last bite of food. Every bite has to be the perfect bite, right? So every dish is supposed to be eaten with everything together in just the right amounts. So I make sure that I always have a perfect bite, and then I save the most perfect bite for the end. I think that's autism, but I'm undiagnosed, so. Perfect ratio each bite. The green bean turned out perfect. Put the hot sauce on there. There's some sweet potatoes. Mix it all together. Mm-hmm. All right. But like, how do you mix it all together? Like, do you take your food and just go like, and then just like, or do you do what I'm doing where I'm like, you know, I'm methodically taking bites of stuff? You know what I'm saying? They each have their spot, and then you methodically. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what you got to do. That's the proper way to eat, as far as I'm concerned. So what are you gonna do? Like eat them all separately all the time? That's weird. When they taste so good together. Yeah, well, this meal is fucking amazing. I gotta say. Oh wait, I didn't really show you. Let me. Pretty damn good. I think that the sweet potatoes could be a little more presentable, but like, holy shit, this tastes amazing. Especially with the Louisiana hot sauce on it is crazy. Whew. Mm. All right, well, I am going to, I'm gonna end stream. That was me trying not to chew into the microphone, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. I'm gonna do one final look at the costume for posterity. I almost said prosperity, but posterity is the word that I'm looking for here. I'm Sabrina Carpenter. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. Less than me espresso. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna end stream now, but I might actually, if people are still, I don't know if the group is still playing Dale and Dawson, but if they are, I actually will go play that with them and stream a little bit, or maybe I'll stream a little bit of Prodigy RP. I wasn't gonna stream late tonight though, because I do have to go back to work in the morning. It's my first shift in 4 days, so it's gonna feel like coming back from summer vacation, basically. So I'm gonna end the stream right now, clean up my kitchen, finish eating this portion, and then I will see you maybe in like a couple hours or like an hour and a half or so. All right? Thank you so much for coming to the second Let Her Cook stream since we started deciding that this is gonna be like a thing. Thank you, and I will see you in like a couple 1 to 2 hours.